All right, everybody, welcome back. You know how we love to dig into a good topic here, and today we're tackling something a lot of you can probably relate to: professional development.
Always a hot topic.
It really is. And we're zeroing in on one of those fields that can feel like a bit of a puzzle sometimes: medical coding.
Ah, yes, a world of its own.
You got it. We got flooded with reviews from listeners about this organization, AAOMCP. That's the American Association of Medical Coding Professionals, by the way.
I see. And what's the consensus?
Well, buckle up because it's overwhelmingly positive. Like, seriously, people are raving at this place.
Okay, color me intrigued. So, what's got everyone so fired up? What's the secret sauce?
Well, for starters, the sheer volume of praise is pretty telling. But it's not just, oh, they're great and that's it. There are some definite trends popping up. One name that keeps coming up: Doug Palmer. He's the CEO.
So, he's not just some figurehead. Sounds like he's really in the trenches.
Exactly. People talk about him like a mentor, not just a CEO. And this is where it gets interesting. A bunch of the reviewers, they mention feeling like a little lost after getting certified. Like they had the knowledge, but no clue how to actually put it into practice.
Oh, I've been there. That now what feeling after you ace the test. Certification is one thing, but real-world experience is where the rubber meets the road.
And that seems to be the sweet spot for AOMCP, at least from what these reviews say. They bridge that gap.
Okay, I'm hooked. How do they do that?
Well, their internship program gets a lot of shout outs. Like Brittany wrote in, and she was saying how she had such a tough time landing an apprenticeship after getting certified, and it sounds like that's a common problem.
Oh, for sure. You spend all this time and money on certification only to hit a wall when you actually want to start your career. Brutal.
Exactly. And AOMCP, they're like, we gotcha. They don't just throw you to the wolves after you've finished their program.
Interesting. So it's more than just, here's the textbook. Good luck out there.
Oh, way more. They've got this whole structured system to help people actually get hired. And get this, Justine, another reviewer, she went from zero on-the-job experience to getting hired by a hospital during her internship.
Wow. Okay, that's impressive. Not just finding a job, getting hired while still training.
Yeah.
That speaks volumes.
Right. And it wasn't just luck. Remember Doug, the CEO? She said he personally helped her with her resume, did mock interviews with her, the whole 9 yards.
That's above and beyond.
Yeah.
I mean, how many CEOs do you know who are that invested in the success of individual students?
Exactly. And it highlights this other thing that kept coming up in the reviews: soft skills. Yeah, you got to know the coding, but you also got to know how to communicate, how to present yourself, all that.
It's like that saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it.
Mm.
Well, you get the idea. Having the knowledge and being able to apply it effectively in the real world are two different beasts,
Mm-hmm.
right?
100%. And this is where AOMCP seems to really shine. Oh, and speaking of exceeding expectations, another reviewer, Michael, said that their training was actually better than the official certification prep he used.
Okay, now that's high praise. It makes you wonder, are they onto something that other programs are missing?
Right. It's like they've cracked the code, so to speak, for not just teaching the material, but for setting people up for actual success in the field. And get this, Doug encourages students to stay in touch, reach out with questions, even after they finish the program. It's like having a personal coding guru on speed dial.
It sounds like he understands that learning doesn't stop once you get the certificate.
Uh-huh.
The field is constantly evolving, so having that continued support is huge.
Totally. So I guess the big question is, what's the takeaway for our listeners? What can we learn from AOMCP, even if we're not aspiring medical coders?
I think the big takeaway here is don't just check the boxes.
Oh.
Technical skills are important, yes, but mentorship, support, real-world practice, those are the things that can make or break you no matter what field you're in.
It's about finding those learning experiences that don't just teach, they empower.
Exactly. Find those mentors, those community, those opportunities that push you beyond your comfort zone and help you actually grow.
Love it. So here's a little homework for everyone listening. What's one step, just one, that you can take this week to find that kind of support or experience in your own world?
Don't overthink it. The possibilities are out there. Go find yours.
Absolutely. Until next time, keep those brains buzzing.